Many residents of the U.S. Atlantic coast head into this year's hurricane season, which starts June 1st, with still vivid memories of Hurricane Katrina's destruction. The 2008 storm flooded 80% of New Orleans, leaving hundreds of thousands of people homeless. And this August marks the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Andrew. The Category 5 hurricane devastated South Florida, causing more than $26 billion in damage. The National Weather Service's Chris Vaccaro says Andrew's lesson is be ready.
Hurricane Andrew was the first storm in a very late starting season that only produced 6 storms.
The season average is 12 named storms. NOAA forecasters laid out their predictions Thursday for the 2012 Atlantic hurricane season for the region covering the eastern and Gulf coasts of the U.S. as well as Caribbean nations. Robert Dietrich is with NOAA.
A near normal season is likely, with a total of 9 to 15 named storms, and 1 to 3 are likely to form major hurricanes, ranked Category 3, 4, or 5.
This prediction shows less activity than in recent years, but NOAA forecasters expect to see a continuation of overall conditions associated with the high-activity era that began in 1995. Judy Curry chairs the School of Earth and Atmospheric Sciences at Georgia Tech University. She told us in a Skype interview that this increased activity in the Atlantic could last another decade.
We've been lucky in the last few years because a lot of the biggest storms have just made a turn into the North Atlantic and just fizzled out, in the open ocean without striking land.
Curry also expects continued high activity in the North Indian Ocean. That tropical storm season starts up again in September. She says the region is especially vulnerable.
One of the problems is that in this part of the world, you don't get very good tropical cyclone forecasts. You maybe get a warning of 2 days.
Not enough time to save the more than 100,000 people who perished in Tropical Cyclone Nargis, which passed over Myanmar in 2008. NOAA's hurricane outlook for the Eastern Pacific Basin, covering Mexico and Central America, is for a near-normal season, and the Central Pacific Basin, which includes Hawaii, is expected to have a below-normal hurricane season. In Washington, Laurel Bowman for VOA News.